Woo. Look, I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that, turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow. Here I go, coming. I can't ever stop. I'm a tour de force running. Get me to the top. I don't need an invitation. I'm about to start a celebration.
Hello, ladies. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to another week. Welcome to Three Cocktails In. You have got the three cocktails right here.
Yes.
Are any of us drinking cocktails? I'm the wuss tonight. I'm only drinking pop. Oh, Fresca, because I'm out of Fresca, and you got water. Yeah, we're really hitting it tonight, guys.
Hey, it's Sunday night, and we're in that frame of mind where we're thinking about tomorrow. So
Yeah,
It's Thursday night for me.
yeah. And I was just thirsty. I figured I shouldn't just keep downing, cocktails. I needed to drink something.
yeah.
I had a cocktail last night that was so unbelievably good that now that I just mentioned it, I wish I would remember what kind of vodka or what kind of gin it was. It was a fancy gin, like a small batch gin, and I had a gimlet. And it was so good that I had one too many. My head hurt this morning.
Oh.
So that's why I'm having Fresca today.
Okay.
Aha.
Yeah, it was nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody doing well
Yeah.
since
How
last
about you?
time we were together? Mm-hmm.
How about you, Kitty?
Hanging in there. Lots of activity going on at work, and we are rounding out. We're starting to get for my side hustle. We're getting close to the end of the fiscal year for paparazzi and getting ready for convention, which is the end of July. So I'm a month and a half away, closing out to get to the rank that I want to get to, and I am happy to report that I'm on track.
Woohoo!
Good.
Good job.
Yeah. So big push now through for another month and a half. So all is right with the world for the most part.
Cool.
Excellent.
So I've got a question that I want to throw out to you guys today because I overheard a conversation recently and it made me kind of raise my eyebrow. And I thought that, all right, this seems like a topic that we need to discuss here. So you know how you'll hear people refer to someone as high maintenance?
Oh, I've never heard that.
Yeah, so I actually heard someone in conversation recently, and this other person, I'm gonna protect people. Person was talking about going to get a massage or something like that, treating themselves to something, and the other person said, "Oh my God, you're so high maintenance," and I just thought that's not right.
No. First of all, getting a massage is not high maintenance.
No.
That is mandatory maintenance.
Yeah. I don't feel any self-care items should fall into high maintenance. I did a little research. I kind of have a different definition. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, good. Stacy, I'm glad because I think that the question mark that went off in my head was, wait a minute, so what exactly does that mean? Because I don't think any of us look at self-care stuff as being high maintenance. So what does that really mean? So what do you think, Stacy?
Well, I think it would be a person that has all of these things together. I want to say that first. So someone who's very demanding, needs attention constantly, has this huge need for money, very self-absorbed, and feels like the world owes them something. I think those people are high maintenance. They're needy from other people at a high level and high standard. I don't think, like you said, massages, wanting a massage and wanting to get your nails done and that kind of thing. I don't feel that's high maintenance.
Yeah.
This is really interesting. This is I love that we're talking about this because I would not have anticipated that answer from you, Stacy.
Yeah.
I have been called high maintenance on more than one occasion. And look at them. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see that they're not arguing about this. And Stacy's shaking her head. Now, I really don't think I fall into this category.
No.
Few things that the things that I've done that I've been told I'm high maintenance about tend to be asking for something special or out of the ordinary done, primarily when it comes to going out to dinner and ordering food.
Hmm.
This was one of my questions. Do you feel that special ordering an item on a menu is high maintenance?
Mm.
I've never asked a cook to create a meal for me.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, I'm trying to think of what I would order or something. Oh, I would like the burger. I don't want it. I would prefer not to have a bun. And instead of the truffle fries that it says it comes with, I'd like to just have the regular fries. Can I do that?
That's not high maintenance.
I've been told that's high maintenance. I don't think that's high maintenance.
Because I think it depends maybe on the restaurant. I know, like chef prepared menus, you know what I mean? I think
Yes.
you'd miss out on the experience if you took something out or did something.
Right.
But just a literal side, I don't think changing your side, I don't think is high maintenance.
No. And I wouldn't do that if there was a chef.
Right.
So I think that that's part of the equation.
Mhm.
Again, knowing your surroundings.
Yeah.
I-
So it's different if you were saying, "Oh, this dish that the chef has put together." It's like, no, that's not the right way to do it. It needs to be like this. Can you please have them make it like this? That is on a different level.
Yeah.
From what you're, Amy, same. Yeah, people order things without the bun all the time. Switching out the fries, no big deal.
Yeah.
That should not be referred to as high maintenance. That person was wrong.
I figure you're
Thank you.
saving them a bun because you're just not going to eat it anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, how about sending food back if it's not good? Is that high maintenance?
No.
I don't think so either.
I mean, if something is undercooked or if something is overcooked,
If something is cold,
that's not high maintenance. That's expecting the quality of what you're paying for.
right.
Yeah.
And that's
And also, the choice is I keep it, I pick at it, I never go back.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I say very kindly, I'm really sorry, but this is very cold. Could I get it a hot, or whatever?
Mhm.
It comes back, wonderful service, great tip. I'm telling all my friends they corrected this problem. I'll happily go back.
Yeah.
But I have been told that that's high maintenance. I don't think that's high maintenance. I don't think that asking for something that's supposed to be as promised
Mhm.
is high maintenance.
I think it's a term that has become overused and used in places that it shouldn't be. So I don't know who this person is who said those things to you.
Yeah,
But-
you know this person.
Okay. I would interpret it as them just kind of wanting to poke you a little bit. Like just wanting to jab you a little bit. Like, why do you have to always be so
Mm-hmm.
picky or whatever?
But if somebody says that to you, okay, well, that's going to make me really sound like I'm high maintenance then, because if that person says it to you all the time, it's not funny anymore. And that person would have said, well, how many times have you done it that I've had to remind you that it's high maintenance? But you're right. I love that we're talking about the word is missed its meaning. It's lost its meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I saw a phrase somewhere. I'm sure it showed up on Instagram or something, and it said, I can be high maintenance if I want to because I'm the one maintaining it. I'm the one
Yeah.
maintaining me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who the hell
I agree.
cares if I'm going to go spend my
Yeah.
money on getting my nails done or getting my lashes done
Yes.
or getting some Botox or whatever it is? You don't have any right to call me high maintenance for doing that because who's paying for it? I am paying for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said at the beginning, it's when something you're doing affects someone else. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody should care. And it doesn't affect us if you get a massage and do your nails and do your eyelashes. That doesn't affect us. It's when you do things that, you're demanding this and it is, affecting everyone else. You know what I mean? And I don't think you're sending your food back, Amy, is affecting anybody but you, if it isn't right.
Yeah. So I was thinking today, for the people who do like to get a little snooty about the high maintenance, what's the opposite of high maintenance? What's the accepted level of
Mhm.
maintenance? If we have high maintenance, that must imply that there's standard maintenance. And then you hear some people are low maintenance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, can we talk about the scale of low maintenance to high maintenance? How come we're not calling out people who are low maintenance with the same sort of disdain that we
Mhm.
call out people who are high maintenance?
It's a good question.
Why do we not judge people who are low maintenance and they're the finger bunnies?
Yeah. I've seen these posts pop up on Facebook where it'll be a whole list of things and it'll say, how high maintenance are you? And then, so for every one that you say yes to, it's a point.
Uh-huh.
I came across one of these once and I'm like, oh, I'm going to look at the comments. And there were so many people who were saying, oh, I'm good. I only had a 2. Oh, I'm good. I only had a 3. And so everybody was trying to be low maintenance. And nobody was commenting that they were, I
A
got
17?
Like we probably would, right?
Like I couldn't check liposuction or
Yeah. I mean, there's 2 things we haven't done.
if there's a budget involved, I got to be out.
I get it. So maybe if we think it's an insult, to be called high maintenance, maybe we just turn it right around on them. Well, you're low maintenance. You're having no fun. We're having all the fun.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's a valid point. Okay, so I put it into the Googles and I just said, what is the definition of high maintenance? And it said, if you describe something or someone as high maintenance, you mean that they require a lot of attention, time, money, or effort.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked them, like Stacy said, to qualify who they're requiring it from.
Mm-hmm.
So time. Give me those again. Time.
They require a lot of attention.
Okay, that you're asking from somebody else. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Time.
That's your own.
So a lot of your
Could
time.
be from someone else though, too.
Yeah, you're demanding of their time.
Those people that are like always in your face, like, oh, I need this, oh, I need this. And it's like, do it yourself. They're asking, they're putting that on somebody else. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Time, money. So they require a lot of money. That's questionable.
Yes, that's what you're saying.
One. Yep, that's
if
the one.
I'm spending the money, then who cares?
If they are paying the bills themselves.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Or effort. They require a lot of effort.
And that would be effort by other people. You're asking other people to do more things. That's one thing, but maintaining yourself, which takes a lot of effort, again, that's your own decision and your own effort. So, So, and if that's part of the definition, think about every single person who works out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's high maintenance. Money at a gym takes time, takes effort. We don't talk about people who are dedicated to their health as high maintenance.
No, and
But again, it's not affecting someone else. I think the effort piece means like you have to spend so much effort in, you know,
I think that it can.
what do
I
I wanna
do
say?
think it requires effort. If you're married to somebody who wants to be at the gym
It
all
requires
the
effort.
time, you're picking up the
Yeah,
slack while they're gone.
that's a good point. Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think if you hit 3 out of the 4, I don't know that we always have to have all 4, but I'm just saying that there are a lot of things that if you're going to use that definition,
Mhm.
that includes a lot of stuff. So I think what we're coming back to is the judgment that
Yes.
comes behind
Yeah.
Mhm.
what is being done.
Yep, it's the judgment.
Mhm.
It's the judgment. Somebody, you know, thinks it's silly what you're spending your money and your time on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then what is our answer to that question? I suggested we say, well, you're low maintenance and not having any fun.
Fuck
So
you.
should we say, well, thank you because yeah, I want to,
That's not what I said. That was not what I said. I said something else
I'm
you.
sure not. Yeah. Yes.
Mm.
I do feel the need the few times that I have been called that, or the occasions when I have been called that, to feel like I have to explain myself. Like
Yeah.
somehow I have to try and backpedal when
Mhm.
I don't really feel like I should have to.
No.
No.
If I'm sending food back, I will explain why.
Yeah.
But if I want to, I shouldn't have to explain why I want to get stuff done. Makes me
No.
feel good. It's none of your business.
Yeah.
None ya.
Yep.
And it also, so the whole let them theory comes into play here as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So again, so Mel Robbins talks about this all the time. And if you're the kind of person that can get riled up about what other people are doing, like, why are they doing that? I don't understand why that person is doing that. One thing that helps is for you to just take a step back and say, just let them. That's their choice. And so this is not for those of us that can be on the receiving end of that statement. Geez, you're so high maintenance. It's the other people that need to take on this attitude of just let them, because who cares?
Yeah. I wonder if they're embarrassed by us.
Yeah, so your example of a massage. So that person, doesn't want to spend the money, has never had one and are just judging you, think it's what do you suppose their reasoning is that, getting a massage is so high
And
maintenance?
I would just generally, I would think that it's probably a situation where that's not something that person does, like, ever, and
Mhm.
they would look at it as a luxury. So it's sort of it's just sort of a way for them to get a dig at you. I think that's just sometimes what people do. So they're kind of being funny about it, but they're also going to kind of try to make you feel bad about it.
Yeah. Jealousy?
Could be.
Maybe try and
Yeah.
bring you down a notch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think that the high maintenance oftentimes is used like somehow you're not worthy of that activity, or that's not for people like you.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mm.
that's interesting.
She's
Dang,
so high maintenance.
dang, I don't like that.
And why is it always her? When was the last time you heard a guy as high maintenance?
I
I may
know,
have
right?
described a, I may have used high maintenance to refer to a man.
Hmm.
I think men can be, but I don't think they're described as high maintenance. Do you? Have you heard?
They're probably described as metrosexual, right?
Mm,
Yeah.
The guys that are, always very well dressed, high and tight hair, probably have some hair product in. They might have a little bit of a tan going on.
They
They've
smell
got some
good.
landscaping.
They smell good,
Smell
right?
good.
Don't other men call them, like pretty boys or
Sure.
you know what
Yeah.
I mean? That
And
term,
I think that we should just make it clear here. We're not judging these guys. No.
No.
Isn't it funny that I got a little, I mean, as we're talking about this, I got a little giddy. I'm like, ooh, I kind of like that high maintenance
Yeah.
guy.
Yes.
I like a guy
Would
that,
it would
Because
Yeah.
see, I just got excited too.
Yeah.
Because here's
Woo!
the thing. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. And so if you're going to the gym, if you're, um, working with a dietitian to be on a really healthy diet, are you being high maintenance? Sure. You're maintaining your health and your body. You want to live a long, healthy life? Yeah, I'm in maintenance mode every freaking day to be healthy. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
And being in maintenance mode every day to feel good. And that's not just,
Yeah.
Your physical good. That's also your emotional well-being.
Mhm.
And
Right.
I will say that there is nothing, we were just talking about this. There's nothing so enjoyable as an hour to an hour and a half of doing something for yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah. Where nobody's on you, nobody's calling you,
Mhm.
nobody's, I mean, you get your nails done, you can't answer the phone, you get a massage, you don't bring the phone with you. It's just very recuperative. Is that a word? It's cleansing.
Yeah.
Makes you feel
And
good.
I would certainly say a lot of that too is, where we live. I mean, can you imagine holing up for our, 6 months of winter and never going out to do something like that for yourself? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I just feel like that's something you can do, you know, for yourself instead of sit at home.
Yeah. Well, and being high maintenance doesn't have to necessarily be body wise. The
Yeah.
idea of I want to go out for a nice dinner instead
Mhm.
of
Yeah.
Mhm.
the dinner place we always go, or maybe we don't ever go out to dinner.
Yeah.
Those shouldn't be considered high maintenance. You shouldn't be considered high maintenance for wanting a little touch of luxury.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Agree. Okay.
How about
Good.
Go ahead. You got something? I have something that I thought
Okay.
of. Which I kind of think this falls into high maintenance. How, when we went to Houston, I had between the different places I went, I had like 5 different planes there and back. And 2 times this happened where guys were still talking on their cell phones when the plane was taking off. And I just felt like, how how important do you think you are that you can't just shut it down and not let 2 rows around you listen to your silly conversation that really doesn't need to take
Yeah.
place, I just think it's especially when you're with all the people in a plane, why are you the one that has to be that way? Now, also, I don't believe that we should have to turn off our phones on a plane. I mean, seriously, we're going to crash if somebody doesn't, somebody doesn't turn their phone off. I think that rule is dumb anyway. But when it is the rule and you're still breaking it, I mean, really, that to me is a high maintenance person where they're so self absorbed, they, think they're too important to
That's
follow the rules of the day.
that's an interesting twist on it. And I could see where people would think that those two maybe go hand in hand.
Mhm.
self-centered, and being
Mhm.
high maintenance.
Yeah.
I think they're just.
I
think
don't think they are. I don't think they have to be.
No, I think they're just self-centered people, and they're just being rude,
Yeah.
thinking that they don't have to follow the rules.
Well, how about just rules of common decency?
Yeah,
Nobody wants to hear your phone call, man
Yes.
or woman.
Mhm.
You're sitting in a restaurant, you're in a
Oh, yeah.
store while somebody else is shopping, you're waiting in line, you're in an airport, you're in an airplane. I don't care. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Go to a corner somewhere, turn towards the corner and have your conversation.
Instead of standing out in the middle of like the mall and just talking as loud as you can. I never understand that one
Because they
either.
can't
Like,
hear
why
because
is
they're in the
it-
middle of a fucking mall.
I know. Why can't you have a quiet conversation? I don't know.
Hmm.
Those people are really self-centered and almost high maintenance.
Right?
Okay.
Well,
This
yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
And I want to know how this falls, as long as we're talking about different personalities and definitions. I've been hearing an awful lot lately this term, high value person. You want a high value man. You want a high value woman. You're looking for someone of high value. I have heard this so much in the last month. I've seen it a lot on social media. I think it falls into the category maybe of some people who are talking about self worth and healing yourself and, kind of the whole self help thing sort of deal,
Hmm.
asking for better or whatever. But they keep using this phrase high value.
This is new to me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I can tell you I don't like it. I mean, what my perception is of it, I don't like it.
I feel like we need to hit the Googles. I was maybe going to save that for a different
Yeah.
episode, but I'm going to look right now.
So are you saying like in search of a mate, people are looking for someone of high value, like to bring in someone of high value?
It's not in the work.
I'm
It's not in
assuming
the
it's not.
workplace. It's not being referred to.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
no.
saying. So as a mate, like you're looking for someone.
As a friend, in a personal relationship of a variety, not
Yeah.
particularly, not necessarily as a high value.
And I assume it doesn't mean
Okay. So,
money.
just real quick, the first thing that came up for me, while high value individuals strive for personal success, they also understand the importance of empathy and kindness. They genuinely care about the well being of others and often display acts of kindness and compassion.
That doesn't sound like a definition of high value. High value just has such a negative.
Yeah.
It seems snotty. It seems like, to me, there's a whole bunch of advertising things that people say, the best ever or high value. In my mind, I'm always like, well, who's asking for a low value person? To say you want a high
Yeah.
value person, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do. Yeah.
So,
So did you see online, or you talking about this thing where I've only seen it once, where they're trying to compare a stay-at-home mom to what it would cost to hire
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean, to hire a housekeeper and a personal chef and a
Chauffeur.
daycare and a chauffeur and a private school and all these things, what it would take, maintenance and a business assistant, all these things it would cost you
Like $279,000 a year.
Huge. Yeah, more than your want, more than somebody
Yeah.
makes. More than likely. Is that what you mean?
No.
Like
Mm-mm.
No.
we're totally off.
It
Yeah.
doesn't seem to have anything to do with dollars.
No.
It's value in terms of,
Sure.
yeah. I have not heard of this before. Now I'll see it showing up on the social.
Now that we talked about it.
181,000 posts on Instagram that use the hashtag high value woman. Okay. Let's see. Clear skin, good health, more money, peace of mind, glowing aura, and flights. Okay. How about you're not a one in a million kind of girl? These are just
Well,
being so confident in knowing what you bring to the table that you're willing to eat alone until you find the right table. So I think that is a little bit more of the edge I was getting. It was being thrown out and used in almost in the manner of, I'm a high value person and I want a person of high value.
Yeah.
And again, I come back to who doesn't?
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, are we giving names and tags to things? It doesn't see to me, calling somebody or asking for high value seems more icky than
Yeah.
calling somebody high maintenance.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. That. Yeah.
Like you're asking for the same things, but one you're saying is high value and one people are saying is high maintenance. Like if I do it, it's high value. If they do it,
Oh.
they're high maintenance.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. That is kind of icky.
Okay, so everybody start looking. And Big Ben and our big brother's listening, so I'm sure that's what we're all going to have popping up
Yeah.
everywhere
It'll
is
just go
high
crazy.
value, high
Yep.
value, high value.
Oh my.
Yeah. A lot of this all comes back to the whole idea of judging other people
Yeah.
Yes.
in comparison to how we feel about ourselves.
Hmm.
And the better we feel about ourselves, the less we care about how other people are projecting themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Stacy, when
Yep.
your suggestion was to call somebody low maintenance, maybe when we get called high maintenance, we turn towards them and offer them empathy because they've not experienced the joys of
Right.
little luxuries for themselves.
Yes. Right.
Maybe they have a
Yeah.
self-esteem issue that we need to help them with.
Hmm. I feel better equipped to respond in situations if that term is ever thrown my way.
You've never been called high maintenance?
I know I have. Yeah. But honestly, I've always taken it as a joke. I've always taken it as a joke. I've never been offended by it, or I've never taken it personally.
Well, I think people who say it to us do say it in a joking manner.
Yeah. Yep.
I do think that there are probably people who say it about us,
Mhm.
not to us.
Oh, probably. Probably.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
I look at movie stars, celebrities, and often think the very same thing, which is just so stupid. Why do I care what they do?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. They have the money to do whatever they want. Why wouldn't they? We would.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right. Have we
I feel
better about the whole high maintenance?
I
How
do.
to deal with that?
yes. Yep.
Okay. I'm
And-
glad that we could discuss this and get this out there.
Yeah.
Me
Thank
too.
you. Well, we will be back again next week with another riveting.
Pressing world-changing attitudes and
Yes.
topics that you can
Yep.
only find here.
Yes, that's right.
Absolutely.
And again, if any of you listening or watching have ideas or have topics, have things that make you scratch your head and you would like us to dig into them, send them our way. We would be happy to add them to our list.
Yes.
All right.
And I do have a running
I'll be
list.
interested. Yeah, I'll be interested to see the comments on this
Mhm.
one and see what everybody says.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, drop us a comment if you've ever been called high maintenance, and what was it in reference to?
And why?
Why were you
Yeah.
called high maintenance?
Yeah, good question.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
We will report back also.
Yes.
All right, you guys,
Yes.
have a good Amy. Enjoy your
Thursday night.
Thursday night. Stacy, we're just
Yeah.
getting ready to go
We got to go back to work
make
tomorrow.
donuts tomorrow.
Bummer.
So, all right, we'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.
All right. Woo. Look. I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow. Here I go, coming. I can't ever stop. I'm a tour de force running. Get me to the top. I don't need an invitation. Knock, knock. I'm about to start a celebration. Let me in. Brought a good time plus some friends. Turn it up loud past 10.